Good morning, WestWay. I think today is a great day for you to declare victory. Not because of anything you did, but because of what Jesus did. Romans 8:37 says, "No, in all of these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us." What Paul is talking about in Romans here is that through Jesus we have victory because of what he did on the cross. And we are more than conquerors. We have won. And we can live in victory daily because of Jesus. There's this movie called Unbroken, and I always get the guy's last name messed up, and so I'll try pronouncing it. And it's a story about Louis Zamperini, and he was in World War II. He was actually also in the Olympics, but in the war, his plane that he was in crashed over the Pacific Ocean, and he survived for 47 days. And then what he thought someone was coming to rescue him turned out to be Japanese soldiers, and he became a prisoner of war, and he endured years of brutal beatings, starvation, psychological torture, and eventually the war ended. He was freed, but ultimately he was tormented by PTSD, nightmares, and anger. And he gets back home, and like a lot of people, to cope with this, he turned to alcohol, and he became addicted to alcohol, and he was just living a life of this despair, and he was feeling utterly defeated. And then one day in 1949, he attended a Billy Graham revival, and he heard the message of Jesus, his resurrection, and his victory over sin. That night, Louis surrendered his life to Christ. And Louis said it was that instant, that night, instantly, his nightmare stopped. His bitterness of everything that happened went away, and he was set free from his addiction. And it was because of Jesus' resurrection, what Jesus did, nothing that Louis did. Louis was able to declare victory over his past. Not only did he declare victory over his past and move on in life, he ultimately forgave his captors, forgave the people that tortured him year after year. And then he went one step further. Louis ultimately went back to Japan. He met some of his captors, and he shared the gospel of Jesus Christ with him. You see, just as Jesus conquered death, Louis was able to experience victory over pain, over fear, and over hatred, not because of anything he did, but because of Christ's resurrection power. And you can live the same way because Christ's victory is for everyone who comes to him, who calls on him. How can you live out that victory of Christ in your daily life? What changes can you make to walk in that truth? So today, I want you, even if you have to yell it, if you're home alone in the middle of your living room, I want you to declare victory over a specific area of your life where you feel defeated, where you feel burnt out, where you feel anger and despair. Not because of anything you are doing, but 100% what Jesus did on the cross. He brought us victory, and he is sharing that victory with you. WestWay, we're praying with you, and we're praying for you.